Welcome back, literary lovers. I am Brianna, and this is my channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. Today, oh my gosh, can you believe that it's July? Because I can't. But that does mean it is time for the mid-year freakout tag. So let's get into it. I will say this year, I think I have read the most books I have ever read by mid-year point than I ever have in my entire history of reading. Speaks to the state of the world. But with that comes some highs and some lows. So let's talk about it. Question number one. What are the best books I've read so far this year? I have three in particular that I think are phenomenal. Two of which are by B.K. Borison and one by Tara DeWitt. First up, we have First Time Caller by B.K. Borison. This book paid homage to Sleepless in Seattle. Now, don't burn me at the stake or anything, but I've actually never seen Sleepless in Seattle. I know. Don't yell at me in the comments. I'm a You've Got Mail girly. I just am. And so, Sleepless in Seattle was never really my cup of tea, but after reading this book, it might need to be. Because this follows Aiden, Valentine, and Lucy. I don't remember her last name. And she is a mechanic and a single mom, and she hears her daughter late night on the phone one night, and she busts in there because her daughter's 12, and she's like, "Who are you on the phone with?" And it's Aiden on his radio show, which is all about helping people find love. But Aiden is also jaded by love. And somehow it comes to an agreement where Lucy will be set up on dates on the show, and it's called Lucy's Road to Love, sponsored by Mr. Tire. Every time I think about it, I think that. And it is really cute. That leads into the other book by B.K. Borison. I am currently in the midst of the Love Light Farm series because I am reading them in the seasons in which they are. I've read Love Light Farms, In the Weeds, I read that in March, and I just finished a couple weeks ago Mixed Signals, which takes place in June, so I read it in June. And this follows Layla and Caleb. And Layla is the baker at the farm and is an incredible baker. And so her and Caleb just run into each other one night after she's had this horrible date, with the worst person known to man. And Caleb floats the idea of well, why don't we date each other? It's kind of like a practice thing. She can give him feedback on why he's not ever been able to have a long-term relationship. And of course, it's absolutely cute. B.K. Borison does banter really, really well. Unfortunately, she also does miscommunication really, really well, and it makes me want to throw hands. But that goes in any book with miscommunication. So, yeah. But I love her books. And then lastly, we have Savor It by Tara DeWitt. So I have an Instagram bestie who made this shirt, by the way, because this is my Savor It shirt. Spoons, Oregon, not to be confused with Forks, Washington. And yes, I did tab that in the book. But she is Tara DeWitt's #1 hype girl. If Tara DeWitt has no fans, she's dead. But she kept talking about it and kept talking about it and kept talking about it. And I did have it. I bought it because of her, and then I put it off and put it off. Finally, my bestie, Sarah, reads it. And I was like, now Sarah likes this. I've got to read this. Everybody likes this book. I should have never put it off because everybody was right. It follows Sage Bird and Fisher Lang. And Fisher is a Michelin star chef, and he gets fired. And he's got custody of his niece, Indy. And so they move to Spoons so he can help his boss, so he can redeem himself, but also help his boss open the restaurant out there. And he's neighbors with Sage, and Sage and him end up fake dating, which is another one of my favorite tropes. And it's just such a beautiful book. Again, the banter, top notch. And the whole, like, the world of Spoons that Tara DeWitt is building, I love it so much. Question number 2. What are the best sequels I have read so far this year? So, on that note of Spoons, Oregon, we have Left of Forever by Tara DeWitt. This follows Sage's brother, the eldest, Ellis, and his ex-wife, Ren. And they got pregnant when they were like 18, very young, and got married. And then just along the way, they got divorced and had been divorced for like 5 years. And throughout this 5 years, Ellis realizes he still loves her and does the work. And so then their son is headed off to college, and he proposes, well, let's go together to drop him off and have a road trip coming back. And this road trip is all about them reconnecting as a couple and basically getting back together. And some about Tara DeWitt's writing, like, it's just so beautiful. It's amazing. And I went and saw her speak for this book release in May. I can link that because I did post a video about it. And it's just, she's also very hilarious. Her and Elsie Silver are friends, and Elsie Silver was the one who interviewed her, or they call it In Conversation With, and they were so funny together, but it was really good. Another one, which I've actually read both of them this year, and they are both fantastic, was Rebel Witch, which is the sequel to Heartless Hunter, which is the continuation of Rune and Gideon's story, as he is the witch hunter and she is the witch, and their enemies to lover story. Lovers to enemies, enemies to lovers. Make up your mind, Gideon and Rune. Oh, there were so many times in this book I wanted to punch him in the throat. But it was so good, and there was just a twist at the end of this book. Bestie Sarah saw it coming, and I didn't. But then she didn't see, like, because it was this whole thing. She didn't see the other part of it, and I did. And I was like, how did you know this, but not this, and I not know this, and you... Yeah. But fabulous book. If you have not read that duology, which that is one thing I like about it too, is it's a duology and not this like long drawn out series. It's 2 books. 2. Lastly, Sunrise on the Reaping. Suzanne Collins owes us all compensation. And that's all I'll say. Question number 3. Question number 3. What are new releases that you want to read, but that you haven't yet? I'm going in 3s here, apparently, and I didn't mean to. But one is Silver Elite. Everyone has talked about this, like, good or bad. Oh, this is the worst book. Oh, this is a great book. Oh, this is crap. Oh, this is AI. I don't know. I have it, and I want to read it. And then I'll figure it out. And if I hate it, great. If I love it, awesome. It will just be another series. But I want to know. Second is Beg, Borrow, or Steal by Sarah Adams. I read When in Rome earlier this year, and oh my gosh, I fell in love with Sarah Adams' writing. And it's the Rome, Kentucky series, and they're just so cute, and so I really want to dive back in, and I just haven't yet, because I think the last one comes out January, so I want to be all caught up before that last one comes out. And then the last one that just rips out your heart is Promise Me Sunshine by Cara Bastone. This is about a friend who loses her best friend to cancer, but her best friend was like, I'm not going to let you wallow in my death. Here's a bucket list, go do it. And of course, she has to complete that in this book. And that's all I know. And that the love interest helps her do that. So, number 4, what is your most anticipated release in the second half of 2025? And there's only one book, folks. There's only one book I care about that is going to be a new release in 2025 in the last half. And that is Soul Searching by Lila Sage. Oh my God, guys. She talked about this last November when I went to the book release for Lost and Lassoed. And this is her Sweetwater Creek duology about twins, and it's paranormal romance. And oh my God, have you seen the cover? If Lila Sage has no fans, I am dead. But oh my God, I cannot wait. I am really excited for that release. Very excited. Oh my gosh. I've been hyped about that since last year. Okay. Number 5. We're gonna bring it down. Biggest disappointments of this year. And there have been a few. So bring it in. Number 1 was Misrule. This was a sequel, and the first book was amazing. 5 stars, loved it. It was like a retelling of Sleeping Beauty, but sapphic and very unique. And then the second book was that. Then we have S.T. Gibson. S.T. Gibson and I are parting ways because everything that I have read by them, I have absolutely hated. I thought it might have just been a one-off with an Education and Malice. So I was like, everyone really talks highly of Dowry of Blood. I don't know why. It wasn't that good. And then the ending, like where it suddenly shifts perspective and it's, nope. You're grounded, S.T. Gibson. I'm breaking up with you. We're done. You're not my cup of tea. Adrienne Young. What in the world was A Sea of Unspoken Things? That book was so stupid. I was so bored. It was trying to be paranormal and romance and mystery, and it was a snooze fest. I'm so glad I got it from the library. I'm sure, like all of these, I'm sure are someone's cup of tea, but they are not mine. So disappointing. Okay. Number 6, biggest surprise of the year. I would have to say that was Every Heart is a Doorway. I don't even remember where I heard about this now, but I got it from the library. It's the short novella, and this whole series has been such a cute surprise. I need to continue on with it, but it has been so cute, and it's so inclusive. It had ace representation, trans representation, lesbian, all like the whole range of the rainbow. But it's fun and it's whimsical and it's so unique. I've never quite read anything like it before. So I highly recommend that one if you have not read those books. 7, new fave author. So we have 4. We have Tara DeWitt, Ashley Poston, Sarah Adams, and B.K. Borson. So the three I've already talked about before, but then we have Ashley Poston. I finally read The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston, and it was so cute and unique. And I'm excited to read her other books. I have her other two from her backlist, and I know she's got a new release coming out. And I'm excited to read what else she has. Newest fictional crush. I don't really develop crushes so much on fictional characters as much, but I will say, again, B.K. Borson, you do it well. Caleb Alvarez and Aiden Valentine from Mixed Signals and First Time Caller. These men were written by, I love men written by women. What about number 9, your newest favorite couple? All right. Curveball. My newest favorite couple is the Goose and Indy from Savor It. If you've read Savor It, you know about the Goose and Indy. And at the end when no spoilers, but I loved that part. And just, yeah. There's so much to that, but I don't want to spoil the book at all if you haven't read it, if you're getting into Tara DeWitt, but come back to me when you have and you've read that and you're like, oh, the goose, and we can talk. I will gladly talk to you about that. Best couple of the year out of everybody. Oh, number 10, a book that makes you cry. Okay, I don't cry very often when it comes to books, but God damn you, Abby Jimenez. Her new book this year, Say You'll Remember Me. I know it got very mixed reviews. You either loved it or you hated it. I really loved it because it felt like real life, and there were a lot of things in there that hit home to me. My father had Alzheimer's before he passed away, and just that aspect in the book, and then there's a death in the book, and I'm just like, we're done, Abby. You break my heart every time, Abby. She mends my heart every time too, so it's okay. Did you just wake yourself up? Oh, baby. Oh, you're okay. Oh, I love you. Oh, my baby. Okay. Book that made you happy. Oh my gosh. I got this on video when I was doing a reading vlog several months ago, but that was Wild and Wrinkled. Just opening the package made me happy and giddy. Again, if Lila Sage has no fans, I am no longer on this earth because I am her biggest hype girl. Like, I love her. I love everything she puts out. And when that book was in my hands, I sat down immediately and was just like, let's do this. Number 12, most beautiful book you've bought so far this year. I've bought a few. I know that's one thing I've shown you guys is that I like to make pretty books and I love sprayed edges. And so I'm going strictly with ones that I have purchased. So one is In the Lives of Puppets by T.J. Klune. So this book is so, look at that. I think this was the Fairy Loot edition. I got this off of Pango for a really good price. But then, look at these end pages. Like, oh my goodness. So beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Just one I just got. This came in the mail yesterday. The Barnes & Noble exclusive of The Night and the Moth. Oh, look at that. But I thought, so you've got that sprayed edge, but this into that. Oh my God. Just, I've never seen a sprayed edge that matches that way to the end pages. Quite like that. Just, I was just checking the TJ Klune to see, and not even his does that. His is more like a landscape sprayed edge, but, and then, so, and it's so hefty. This just has weight to it. I don't know what it is, but this one feels so heavy. But it is gorgeous, and I cannot wait to read this book because I've also heard amazing things. I've not read her other series. I'm kind of on the fence about that, but this one was just so intriguing. I'm like, yeah, we got to read that. And when I saw that, I was like, sold. And the last one is an indie book. I got this from TikTok from the author Tishelle Combs. And oh my gosh, guys, when you can buy from the author and it's like an indie special edition. So this is Brightless. And this is a dystopian standalone. And let me just take this off. One, so there's that, but the dust jacket is reversible. But then the cover itself, look at that, is still beautiful. Look at those sprayed edges. And there's two versions of this. This is the dark version. There was also a light version, and both books have different endings. I did have restraint though. I almost didn't, but I did have restraint. So then you open it up. But here's something even cooler. Hold on, let me find a good spot where it really shows it off. It's black pages. How awesome is that? Like, that's part of why I got this version, because I thought this was so cool. I am a sucker for a beautiful freaking book. When it's like that, oh, you got me hook, line, and sinker. Hook, line, and sinker. I am Patrick in jellyfish fields during fishing season.
Does this look dangerous?
Just, yeah. 3 more questions. 13. What is a must read before the end of the year? I think for me, I want to finish the Throne of Glass series. Just finish it, see what I think about it, and go from there. Because I've read the 2 milder books, and from here on in, it gets more action-packed. So I'm like, okay, great. But then, priority for me are the books from the Books That Intimidate Me list. So like God of the Woods, Bunny. Oh, I would have to go back to my list because I had a few. Oh, The Familiar by Leigh Bardugo, which is up there. Yeah, I need to go through that list and make some of those a priority. Of like, okay, we've got this, let's do this. Stop being a chicken. 2 are questions that I added because leaving on 13, that just seemed weird. So 14. What was your most hated read this year? If you saw this wrap up, it's not going to be any surprise to you, but a couple months ago, I made the mistake of reading Verity by Colleen Hoover. I was like, no, this is great. It's actually awesome. Like, it's a thriller. What was that trash? I hated it that much. It was such a bad book. I know so many people out there love it, and this isn't a hate on you. I just really dislike that book. A lot. And lastly, number 15. front runner for the best of the year, definitely Savor It by Tara DeWitt. Like, that book, not just a 5-star, it is a 6-star. It's one of those, like, how I think about Evelyn Hugo almost every day, or Addie LaRue almost every day. I think of Savor It almost every day since I've read it. Like, it's ridiculous how much I loved that book in a good way. Whew. All right, guys. That was a long one. So if you stuck it out, you are a real one. And leave me the sun emoji down below for July. But if you liked this video, like this video. Smash that like button. If you like these kind of videos and you want to stick around, please do. I would love to have you. It's just a small crew. Go ahead and subscribe. And hit that notification bell. And on that note, I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.